It's Christmas! Everyone needs to calm down. It's not yet, is it? Christmas, everything's Christmassy at the moment. God, can we all just calm down? What do you mean that? Alright, run the intro. Oh, I've been caught out. Look, there's even a little Father Christmas as you drink the tea, so there'll definitely be people leaving comments about how weak this is. That's what happens when you've run out of granules and you've got to have tea bags and you don't quite know what the system is. God damn it. Hello there viewers, welcome back to the episode of the Arsenal playthrough. We are coming towards the end of the season, just 2 games to go, and one of those games we played today. We play Leeds United, who I regret to inform you have already been relegated from the league, and we then sit pretty comfortably in second position. We cannot be overtaken, we cannot win the league. It's going to be all things could happen today. I will say actually, the battle behind us, Chelsea, Liverpool, Everton, Southampton, is far more interesting, and Manchester City also vying just to get into the Europa League at this point, viewers. Spurs, meanwhile, not even talking about it, not even involved, which is annoying for one reason. They beat us, didn't they? 3-2, that was, quite early on in the year as well. So, thanks for that. I thought they were contenders back then. Never, and we drew against them as well. Oh, for goodness sake. But no, there are a few things I would try and like to achieve today. Moussa Dembele is on 21 goals for the season. I think him getting Golden Boot would be a perfect way to end the season. So we'll play him up front today, see how he gets on. Mahrez, Dembele and Bellerin, by the way, the top average ratings. In fact, let's look at all the average ratings. How have we got on this season? Koscielny's there in 7th, Hazard's down in 12th. And I've got to say, we are dominating the top 20 in terms of highest average ratings. And that sort of brings me on to my next point. We'll talk about it during this game coming up now as well. But squad depth is looking pretty good at Arsenal, but is there a position, folks, that you think that we should be trying to maybe improve? So far, things are looking pretty good, but next year, we're going for the Champions League, folks. You know, it's our final season in the save with Arsenal. Are we going for the Champions League? And if we are, where do we need strengthening? So centre-backs are pretty good. Maybe another left-back, although Danny Rose and Kurzweil are probably decent enough. Where do you think then? Maybe central midfield? Comment section. This is where you get involved. I'm not going to make any decisions until I've read the comments of this video, so by all means, let me know. But let's quickly look then at the squad, and I'm going to focus on goals to begin with. 33 for Dembele, 33 for Lacazette, 25 for Mahrez, 20 for Hazard. You've got Ozil with 13 and Perisic with 10. 6 players with double figures and 4 players over 20 goals is pretty remarkable, and the assists aren't too bad either. If we bring that up as well, 19 for Lacazette, Mahrez has got 18, the same goes for Hazard, Mesut Ozil with 17, Bellerin with 12, and Dembele there with 10 as well. And I mean, let's not forget Perisic, Serie Iwobi have also got like quite a decent number of assists too. Again, 6 players with double figures assists. Of course, we've got double figures goals, so you might suspect it's the same. But it really has been a fantastic season from the boys. So many 7-point-something average ratings. So many players over 7.5 average ratings, which I think is quite remarkable in the Premier League. Of course, we've played in the Europa League as well, so that will have helped things. Most appearances goes to Mesut Ozil. Quite surprising, I think. I don't think at the start of the season he would be the player to play the most, but of course he got that new contract and he's done magnificently for me ever since, really. So right, let's get into today's game. Leeds United, they're already relegated as I mentioned before, so this game is really just about, can Dembele get a hat-trick and maybe get the Golden Boot? That's what I want. I just want to finish the season. I mean, we're in second, I mean that's gone well, but I just want to win the final game, and then we go into our next episode, the Europa League final, with high spirits. But this episode's really about us. We're analysing the score. What the bleep? What the fuck is that? What is that? What is that? I've not played that this year. I thought about, what is that? I mean, that is screenshot put on Twitter worthy. What is this? I wouldn't exactly call it attacking, would you? Goodness gracious. It says there, defensive 3-4-2. What? Yeah, no shit. Come on, lads, show what you can do. Keep our run going. One player looks delighted. Adelaide, I love you too. Right, it's Ellen Road. It should be a good game. We have a classic fixture this, Arsenal versus Leeds. I remember distinctly Leeds scoring, I think it was 4 once. At Highbury, Harry Kewell got a goal in that game. That's my memory doing its very best. Some of you won't be old enough to remember that game. That makes me feel very old. Right, first chance of the game. Arthur's got a free kick as he whips it in towards Ozil, and it's headed clear. And surprisingly, not many players up for Leeds. I mean, a shocking system for us all to enjoy watching as we're playing this very slowly as the foul came in. I wondered how fast my highlights were. Now then, Leeds on the attack. Well, I mean, if they score playing this defensively first, I'm going to be most upset. They are coming forward though. It's going to take them a while to venture forward as it's into Alorski. They're just sort of keeping it quite neatly. Hello, are we challenging? The first shot Well, not the first shot of the game, but they've had 2 and we've had 1. Not great. They've got a corner now. What's going on here? I know they've got so many defensive players. They're probably massive, but, I mean, I shouldn't be too worried about Leeds, should I, in this game? Ball put in. Arthur's cleared it just about. And Van Dijk with one of the most drilled balls I think I've ever seen. No one knows whether to go for this. Dembele finally decides, yes, I will. And drives at the defence. Tackle comes in from Vieira, though, who is a decent player himself. And Leeds look to sort of things out. That was weird, wasn't it? Right, this highlight continues. And they're through on goal. Czech makes the save. What is going on? Second in the league, looking pretty comfy. I'm unsure of what's going on. I think if you couldn't interpret that, then I apologise. Right, another chance though. Adelaide on this side with Arthur and Bellerin pushed up with him, and there's Bellerin. Then we know he loves an assist. Hector Bellerin, ball in. Referee, it's a penalty. Is it? What's happened there? I mean, I'm going to watch it again because it seemed confusing. The goalkeeper, keep your eyes on him. He's done a commando roll, is what he's done, which. Not advisable in the Premier League. Anyway, Dembele's got a penalty, as it should flick back over to live without me having to click this. There we go. Dembele to step forward then. Of course, this will put him... I'm not sure if it puts him level, but puts him ever closer to the golden boot. Moussa Dembele. Oh, well, it wasn't the most convincing of penalties, but we will take it. 1-0, 25 minutes gone, and plenty of time left for him to get a few more. Oh, it's all kicking off, though. I mean, I've never seen a commando roll come out from a goalkeeper, and he could probably have done better there as well. All right, we're getting closer to half-time, and we've seen little... Since the penalty, it's been pretty highlightless. Considering we're playing attacking, I thought we'd see a little bit more. I think because of how defensive they are, for the second half, we'll go more counter-attacking, as goals have gone in around the ground. So we're just checking to see if the other top goal scorers have got goals. I don't believe they have, which is good news. Then again, Ben, you have forgotten who those players are, so go and look. All right, so it's Aguero and Michy for Everton. Right, we'll keep an eye on those two then. So Everton currently, I mean, this is the weirdest sort of end of season. Not about relegation or promotion, just the top goal scorer. All right, so no, Michy's not scored for Everton, and who was the other one? Aguero. Aguero also not on the score sheet, and interestingly, Jesus and Nakadia, which actually suggests Aguero probably isn't playing. I'm just saying now, if City finish poorly, we're in the Champions League. We've got £180 million to spend. That's what our initial budgets are. I feel like we might be doing a raid of Manchester City, maybe Spurs as well, if it doesn't go well for them. Although City actually winning their game will put them in the Europa League. But is that enough? Right, we're on the hour mark, and no more... This is the... I've Leeds set up just to stop this. Right, Adelaide's going over to the other side, and we're going to bring Lacazette on this right-hand side as a winger, and just to see if more attacking players is what we need. Perisic clearly isn't good enough to break down Leeds United, but we've scored 95 goals this season. We could have been going for the 100 here, but Leeds have gone, no, we're not allowing this. Arthur over to Jack Wilshere. He's about 25 yards out into Adelaide. Cross it in, Rennie, cross it in. Play it back. Danny Rose. Dembele's in there. Somebody. Wilshere. Arthur. I feel like a shot from distance is coming, and that's not what we're looking for right now. Can we put it out wide and get a cross in? This is not what I... No, hang on. But no, hold on. Barini's got it. Barini. He's played it. Oh dear. Is the sun in Czech's eyes? What's that about exactly? Their keeper made a poor effort earlier and did a commando roll, and now Petr Cech is just not taking it seriously enough. I mean, Barini was on it. There was you'll notice in the commentary there was a slight pause because I thought, well, Barini's on it. This is probably going to be the end of a highlight. It wasn't the end of the highlight. It was a bloody goal. I mean, Koscielny's injured. We've got a final coming up. Right, Holding's coming on there instead. We're going to bring Seri on for Arthur in the centre. I'm a little bit concerned now that this is all going to pot a little bit. We could do without any injuries. We've got a big game coming up. I mean, a 1-0 is the most underwhelming into a season. I mean, not as underwhelming as a 1-1, Ben, which is what the score actually is. It's a free kick. Mesut Ozil, final chance of the season. Ah, what a waste. What a bloody waste. And amazingly, a second place finish feels hollow for me. But we're back in the Champions League, of course we are, and that's good at least. Oh, that's a good team talk going into the Europa game in 10 days' time. Excellent. Right, before we go, we're just going to take a look at the transfer list. Actually, we'll look at some money and stuff. Koscielny's out for... Go to the doctor. Hello. Not me. Go to the doctor. I've paid 10 million for a second place finish. Goodness gracious. Okay, so let's just look at the players that are available or who might be vaguely interested in a transfer to... Okay, anyone from this list, viewers, who are we thinking? 174 million to spend. Look at all these boys. Ozil's getting older anyway. Isco or Asensio. He's listed at £33 million. 30. Yes, I mean, Isco's there as what's 65 million. Gabriel Jesus is unhappy. David De Gea. I mean, we could be getting a new goalkeeper maybe. I mean, options there, viewers. Options. Right, that is going to bring us to the end then. Feast your eyes upon that list and let me know who you think we should be going for. And that is going to bring us to the end. Of course, a second place finished in the league table. Not too bad. A decent year, but we can do better. And next year, let's not just go for Premier League glory. Let's go for Champions League glory, which might be a little bit too much to ask for. Anyway, that is going to bring us to the end of today. And I will see you tomorrow for the Europa League final with Love With Care from Until next time, oh, Merry Christmas. Or not yet. Not yet.